Wednesday, September 28th, 2022 is a day that Southwest Floridians will never forget. Hurricane Ian brought catastrophic storm surge and damaging winds to our area, followed by historic freshwater flooding across much of central and northern Florida. 156 people died, 105 in Southwest Florida alone. We're looking back and remembering how the costliest hurricane on record for the state came to be. At 5 a.m. on Friday, September 23, 2022, Tropical Depression 9 formed in the Caribbean, and 18 hours later, Ian was official. At the time, a tropical storm tracking westward. Ian underwent its first rapid intensification and quickly grew to a Category 3 hurricane as it made landfall in Cuba early on the 27th. Shortly after entering the Gulf, an eye-wall replacement cycle began, expanding Ian's overall wind field and helping it strengthen further. Ian reached its peak intensity of 161 miles per hour around 8 a.m. on September 28th. Though the storm was still 55 miles offshore and 7 hours from making landfall, it was around this time that storm surge began to flood our beaches and barrier islands. Water that continued to rise through the course of the morning into the early afternoon. The worst of the storm surge was here in the front right quadrant as Ian's powerful winds forced water onshore. 10 to 15 feet of storm surge swept through Fort Myers Beach and Sanibel. 6 to 9 feet of surge flooded areas like Pine Island, Matlacha, Cape Coral, and communities miles upriver. The river gauge in downtown Fort Myers recorded more than a 7-foot rise. In Lee County, 73 people lost their lives. According to the Florida Medical Examiner, 35 drowned in storm surge. More than 50,000 Lee County homes and businesses were impacted. Roads and bridges to Sanibel and Pine Island were washed away. In Fort Myers Beach, an estimated 900 buildings were destroyed. In Collier County, 50 miles from where Ian made landfall, 6 to 9 feet of storm surge destroyed 33 homes and businesses and caused major damage to more than 3,500. At least 200 homes were destroyed in Charlotte County as Ian made a second landfall near Punta Gorda. But the destruction didn't stop with the wind and storm surge. 27 inches of rain fell in Grove City and Charlotte County. This flooding rain continued into central Florida, causing the Peace and Myakka rivers and Horse Creek to reach new record heights, not cresting until several days after the storm passed as the water drained southward. The center of Ian's eye officially moved over Cayo Costa at 3:05 p.m. on Wednesday the 28th. Now, had the storm tracked just 20 miles west, because of Florida's orientation, that would have meant a landfall in Tampa. 25 miles westward, that would have meant a landfall in the Big Bend. A minor change that can mean a world of difference and a stark reminder that we must always closely pay attention to any system in the Eastern Gulf. In studio, I'm Fox 4 certified meteorologist Katie Walls.